Hey, what up everyone? I'm Cynical, and this is EverQuest Project 1999, and today we are in Northern Row on the green server. Dark Elf, Necromancer, actually Heretic now, level 52, about to ding to 53. We are in Northern Row, so let's get started here. But before we get too far, I want you guys to subscribe to somebody. His name is Virrick, Virrick. It is an EverQuest channel. He did Bow Kiting Ranger. I'm sure you guys have seen that. It's like 3,000 views. He's starting back up, so he's going to do one video a week, I think, on a Bow Kiting Ranger on the green server. So go check out Virrick. Put him in my featured channels, and I'll put a link in the description. But here we are in Northern Row. We're going to take on some guards in Northern Row. This is one of my favorite camps in the game. Starts being good around level 45, and I'm almost 53 now, and I still love it. But it is an AFK camp, so some people love it, some people hate it. But let's get our spells together. I'm going to want Dooming Darkness, which is Cascading Darkness right now. So I got Cascading Darkness. I have Bond of Death. Assistole, or however you say it. Then I also want my life tap, just in case. I don't use it very often, but just in case here. To finish off mobs and stuff sometimes. Then we have Ignite Blood. So you want to throw a bunch of dots on them. And did I put Fear on yet? I need Fear. So I usually would probably put Fear up higher. So maybe I'll take this off, put it down here, because I use that less than Fear. I use Fear in every fight. You can do this different ways, but Invoke Fear. I'm just showing you what spells. This is live commentary for once. So these are the spells I use. I can tell you exactly what level I am and everything. So level 52 Heretic, about to be 53. And these are the spells. So a Snare, a Bond of Death, a Systole, Invoke Fear, Ignite Blood, Drain Soul, Feign Death, and Lich. We gotta summon our pet now, so let's do that. Got our 49 pet. Man, is it tanky. I love it. Invoke Death. So let's get our pet up. And this is in Northern Row, so say you're coming from the Eastern Commonlands Tunnel into Northern Row. You come out of the tunnel, you go into the sand, you take a little bit of a left, and you'll find this grass with this walkway here. And this walkway splits into a, what's it called, a fork in the road, and that's where the first guard is. These guards are like level 40-ish, 42, 43. They hit really hard, so you really want to be like level 45-ish to level 52, 53. And you probably want to be evil, you probably want to be a necro, you probably want to be a shaman. Those are the only two classes I ever see here. Mostly Ixar necros and shamans, or dark elf necromancers, and the occasional enchanter, and that's about it mostly. Yeah, that's pretty much all I've seen. I think one Shadow Knight one time, and he was like level 59, so not sure if it's viable for that. But they do drop long swords, and they have it's a really good AFK camp. 11 plat. I just made this all off of this camp. I love this camp because it gives me time in between. A lot of people won't like that, so it's either you love it or you hate it type of deal. And I love it. I like having time in between. I can kill all these guards in 5 minutes and then have 20 minutes to go do whatever else I need to do. It's not a highly contested camp or anything, so yeah, I like it. You can also root rot these guards, but I'm going to show you the way I did it from 45 to like 50 with fear kiting. So let's go get this guard. Guard Brindle. I like to call him Benadryl just because he puts some people to sleep. But these guards will hit for 100, so you got to watch out. If you come here before 45, make sure you have a sow. Make sure you have your Feign Death up. You do not want these things hitting you. So we're going to send our pet in, snare him, and then we're going to fear. After the snare hits, he'll probably charge at us, depending on how soon you send your pet. Nope, didn't charge at us. Nice. So now we're going to fear. Okay, now I'm going to get all my dots on him, starting with Bond of Death to counteract my Lich, because it gives me health back. Decided to show you guys this video instead of an older video. I still have the Kazakh Thule throne room videos, and I still have Lower Guck Assassin Supplier video, and stuff like that I need to show you. But dot him up all the way. Then I kind of like run a little bit away from him and sit. So if he actually starts to come after me, at least I'll be further away. And by the time he actually gets to me, a lot of the time he will be so dead that it won't matter. So my pet's pounding on him, used a bunch of dots, fear kited him, and now I'm meditating, getting ready for the next guard. There's 3 of them, so as soon as my Bond of Death wears off, that's when my last tick of mana will also occur, so I'll stand up as soon as this wears off. So it's strategic when you stand up as well. So as soon as I see that skull stop flashing, I'm going to stand. And I would appreciate if this camp does not get flooded by a bunch of people. I still love it, and I probably shouldn't be showing it. But, you know, it is what it is. I'm almost too high for it now. They're still blue to me, and they still drop really good. You can get up to like 16 plat. They drop these shields. They drop the long swords. Come on, will you please loot it? I guess I'm lagging right now. Guess I'm lagging. Come on now. What a great time. There we go. So we get a shield. That's worth 4 plat. That's about the medium. It's not the best thing you could get. He could have a sword and a shield. He could have a long sword that's worth 11 plat. But the best part about this camp, none of them are linked. I mean, you have to be evil. You probably have to be a necromancer or a shaman, an Ixar or a dark elf, or a troll or an ogre. But other than that, it's really nice because none of these 2 aren't even linked. Like I can pull one and the other one won't come. And I like to pull it away from the inn when I'm first breaking the camp. Just so I don't accidentally get 2 of them. Even though I could take it at this moment. It wouldn't be that big of a deal if I got 2 right now. But earlier on when you're like level 45 and you need a SO to do this, you definitely don't want to get 2 of them. But pulling them up this hill a little bit so I can fear them without fear. Do Bond of Death, might as well. He's still far away. Get that ticking on me. Now we'll fear him. Then Assistole, or however you say it, it dots him and it lowers like his resistance to the pet, pretty much. Like his AC and stuff like that. And then Ignite Blood, a really nice dot. These are all good dots that won't cancel out a fear or a root. They don't do direct damage at all. They tick. So if you want to root rot, make sure you use these dots as well. If you do dots like Venom of the Snake or there's a couple others that they actually, like Poison Cloud, I think it's called. They'll hit with direct damage first and then they do a dot. Those will break your root, so you don't want to use those. You want to use dots like the Bond of Death line, the Assistole line, and the Ignite Blood line. There might be one more that I'm missing, but stand up after that Bond of Death wears off. Go over here, loot this guy. I should have started my timer when I killed that first guard, but I'm making a video, so I would start the timer for 24 minutes, and when I'm done killing all 3 guards, I would go sit by the fork in the road. Reason being, because these coyotes and these pumas will attack you when you're sitting. So a lot of people will sit over here, but then they get attacked by the coyotes and the pumas. So I sit by the fork in the road. I think you have more of a presence in the zone to where people won't steal your camp if you're sitting over here. But I haven't really had that trouble. I've met some nice people like Vilescale and Magwitch over here. Everybody that's been on this camp has been super nice. And, you know, I'll kill all 3 guards. I'll set 24-minute timer after I kill the first guard, and by the time I kill all 3 guards, I'll still have 19 to 20 minutes to sit by the fork in the road, so I can go do laundry, do work, do whatever in those 20 minutes. You know, I'll set it every time I kill that first guard, so I get 20 minutes like every 25 minutes to AFK for 20 minutes. And they're good experience. I'm catching up to people that are telling me that this is slow and like, why am I still here? I'm catching up to them because I'm able to play when they aren't. Like I could play this while I'm working. Like it's so good of a camp. Like the AFK, you just kill 3 guards and then you go AFK for 20 minutes. Kill 3 guards, go AFK for 20 minutes. And you get a lot of plat. I'm about to buy J boots off this camp, so it's pretty good. Like I could go camp the J boots camp myself, but then I gotta have a certain amount of time. I gotta be actively camping. I can't do this 20-minute break every, like, you know, I don't know how to say it. Out of 60 minutes, I'm only here, let's say it this way. Out of 75 minutes, I'm only present like 15 minutes. So That's how it is. I only have to be active 15 minutes out of like an hour and 15 minutes. So every hour and 15 minutes, I'm AFK for an hour. So that's pretty good for me. Like, I don't know why I just cast that. That's not the right order, but you know what I mean. This last guy, sometimes you don't have enough mana to totally like destroy him like the other ones, but he's still nothing's going on. Sometimes I'll just finish him off because I know, hey, he's the last one. I'm gonna be meditating. I might as well just life tap him down. But hey, my pet killed it, so no big deal. I don't really worry about the 50%. I figure my dots and stuff do more damage than 50%. But if you're worried about it, don't send your pet in right away. Or root rot, because that's another way you can do it. I've been experimenting with lately. I'll root them. I'll do the same dots pretty much, but I won't send my pet in. I'll just sit down, and then everything will start wearing off. He'll get almost down below like the T here. Then I'll send my pet in. I'll hit him with like ignite bones or something crazy, a good direct damage, and he'll be dead. So, but I'll show you how I can also sell here. So this place is awesome because, first of all, it's like one of the best AFK camps in the game for experience, for AFK camping, and for plat. Second of all, it's really close to the EC tunnel, and it's really close to Oasis, where if this is camped, you could go check out the Spectres or the Goblins. Or you could go, if you want even more plat, you could go into Eastern Freeport, and there's 7 guards in there. It's not as good as experience as this, and it's way more active, but you can get long swords in there as well. There's 7 guards, so just a really good spot to be in. If it's camped, and you could sell at the inn. You could sell in the tunnel. It's got everything you need just in this one spot. From 40, I started at 43 to be honest, but it was really, really hard. I'd recommend waiting till 45. But here, we can sell. Let's go ahead and do that. I have, these short swords are the worst thing that they drop. It's 1 plat, but I still grab them. They'll drop stuff like fine steel, 2-handed, 6 plat, more short swords. And I can only sell because I'm in skeleton form. Ixars may not be able to sell to this guy. But I'm able to. Long sword, 11 plat. Nice. That's what you want. Short sword is what you don't want to see. 1 plat. Almost 2 plat, though. And then fine steel is the middle. It's 5 plat. Pretty decent. Let's sell all of our stuff. And then I will show you how to turn your gold into plat while you're at it. Might as well do that too, right? There's tons of bones here. This is one of the best places in the game to get bones. There's tons of skeletons walking around in this low-level area, and you can just kill a ton of them and make 10 plat a stack if you want, if you're a lower-level player. I'm sure the Necro would appreciate it that's sitting here. It might buy them off you. So, yeah. Let's turn all this into platinum. And the way you do that is you buy bronze shortened spears. So I'm buying it for 2 plat, 6 gold, 9 silver. Buy. And I'm going to buy it till I don't have any gold left. So buy, until I'm down to like 20 gold. Because they cost more. They cost like 27 or something. 24 to 27. So now we'll just sell them right back to him. And he'll give us 2 plat, 3 gold, 1 silver. Pretty much the same exact thing. So all you're doing is you're turning all your other change into plat. So we'll sell all these bronze shortened spears right back to him. And that way we're not super heavy. We got 38 gold. We could still buy 1 more. Boom. Sell it back to him. Turn it into plat. 1,200 platinum. So yeah, I'm about to hit 53 on this camp. It's really good for plat experience. Make sure you don't... I don't want everybody rushing over here. It's not for everyone. It's really slow, but I do it is my favorite camp in the game, but you got to have the right taste for it. If you want to if you're playing the game to play the game and you want to be active, not for you. I'm gonna have 20 minutes in between these spawns. So now I'm gonna go sit over here for 20 minutes with a timer on, waiting for the timer to go off. But like I said, look at all these skeletons. Everywhere you look, there's skeletons in this zone. So you could run around with a sow and just kill skeletons. You can gather them all up and just hit them. Look at all these. Look at all these. I'm going this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I see one over there. 9. There's at least 10 in view. And they pop up like as soon as you knock them down. But yeah, that's mostly what I have to say about this camp. I sit right here while I'm waiting so that the pumas and the other stuff don't attack me. And it's been a cool camp. People don't really steal it from you. I mean, the 3 guards are knocked down. They could tell it's down. If there's a necro of the right level in the zone or a shaman of the right level in the zone, then they probably know that you're camping this. And as long as you come back in time for this guard to pop, no one should be able to take it from you. And even if they do, you can just speak with them and be like, hey man, I was camping this. As long as you're not too late. I would say if you're later than like 5 minutes over the timer and your guards are all standing there for 5 minutes and somebody else jumps in and kills them all and then you come back and say, hey, I was camping this, that's too late. You might as well, I would give it up at that point. But if you come back as they're killing the first guard and you say, hey, I'm camping this, I'm only like 1 minute late, then they should probably give it back to you, and they most likely will, as long as you're back within a reasonable amount of time. Don't be AFK for 60 minutes and expect to get it back. Maybe 30 minutes at the max. So anyway, like, share, subscribe, consider joining. It helps a lot. Shout out to Virik. Go check out his channel. I'll put a link in the description, and I'll make him a featured channel. If you want to go subscribe to him, please. And I should be making more EverQuest videos this month. I'm trying to get out 10 this month. This is the first one, so I'm really going to have to get going and do one like every other day. So expect more. Kazakh Dual Throne Room, at least 2 or 3 videos on that. Lower Guck, Assassin Supplier, Thick Banded Belt, Festering Cloaks type stuff. At least 2 or 3 videos on that. And yeah, that's what I got so far in the holster here. And so be shooting those out soon. Have a good one, everyone. See you next time. Peace.